I can have a wolf tail. That's also kind of sick. Weapon skin. I mean, like, I gotta. I don't want the rusty old sword. So obviously, that's also a sick gun. What about costumes? Not bad, not bad. What on earth? No thanks. This looks kind of cool. Dude, he looks like a Power Ranger with the mask. Can I please take it off? Do you like this? For Shionne. Yeah, give me the Noble Ash. That looks kind of cool. We'll keep the ragged clothes for now. We'll probably switch a little later. Artifacts. Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them, some of which serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. What? I don't understand the artifacts. CP is needed for Shionne to use healing arts. What? I think I accidentally made stuff too easy. I now have an insane amount of gold, but whatever. It's fine. I'll probably play on hard mode if it gets too easy. Iron Mask's missing core.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
A man full of mystery. Yeah. I really want to take this mask off.
So this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just, you know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renan soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but that doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Also, Claire, welcome to the stream. I just saw you in chat. New game. We've been busy with cutscenes and skits, so I'm sorry I'm behind in chat.
A master core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
Oh, yes, I'm ready. Oh, hey. Nightmare, perhaps?
I've gotta hurry.
If you run out of CP, no one can use healing arts, if that makes sense. We'll see how I feel about that mechanic when I play with it more.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Since I came late, is it that he doesn't want to take the mask off, or he can't? They explained in the plot that he can't take the mask off. I wish they would take the mask off. I hate it. Dude, this green sword skin is really sick. I came from there, right? The Xeon Mines Tunnel. I should save my game. Just because this game doesn't have... It doesn't look like there are save points. I guess I'm gonna have to be relied on saving. Kind of hard to get used to when all Tales of games have had save points. Except Eternia. Eternia you had to manually save, so I guess That's one thing. Yo, this looks like the Red Rock Ravine from Dragon Quest Heroes 2.
Make sure to grab it.
All about grabbing materials.
Good to know.
Definitely.
So there's a skit down there with R1. I hate how tiny. I don't like how tiny the skit thing is. I can barely notice it.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegus. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the same Lenegus that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
When is there a game with a protagonist that isn't amnesiac? I mean, at least I remember a year. A year isn't a crazy long time, but I remember a good amount. Unlike other protagonists who are just full-on amnesiac. Also, we're in a train... like a train track thing. Big fan. Don't mind me, just grabbing some materials. I'm gonna fight you guys. I just want to do more of this combat. Where's the battle theme?
Guess we gotta roll with it.
I can barely hear it. I should hire the music. I know these enemies. They're Tales of enemies. I remember them. Big, familiar. Get miraged. Goodbye. Too easy.
Whoa.
I can barely hear the music. Let's hire it just by 5. We'll bring the voices to 100. Chat, let me know how the audio is. It should be good though. At least this game has audio sliders. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. Goodbye. Yeah, this game's a lot harder when you don't know what you're doing. Get plasma shocked. And mirage, easy. Gotta get used to dodging and conserving AG. Shionne, you're gonna die. Help yourself. Oh, I see the CP thing on the side, so that is what determines healing, I guess. So I guess we're gonna have to conserve that. That could be a really interesting mechanic. Get him with the Cyan Instant. Shionne, help! Help yourself! Don't die! Can't have you die. Get miraged. Goodbye. It's that easy. Also, this guy reminds me of Balthus from Three Houses. The way he fights. Give me this.
What's this?
Orange gel. So orange gels wouldn't heal TP in this game because obviously there's no TP. They probably heal like either... Probably CP. CP seems to be the equivalent of TP. To a sense. Gotta make sure I look in every corner for materials. I feel like there's gonna be a crafting system in this game, and I love crafting systems. Hit me. Easy. Oh, get him with the ray. Good job. I missed, huh? Time for the plasma shock. Pretty sure it's a bot that just followed. That name looks like a bot. That name has been following for like days to come.
Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shionne.
Orange gel does in fact recover CP. Nice. Alright, the CP thing could be interesting. I didn't really know what to make of it before, but if it adds challenge to the game, then I could be down for it. What was the name? The name of the person who followed? It was like Haas003. I've been getting someone with that same name and numbers follow. Pretty sure it's a bot, honestly. Gotta figure out how to do something about that. It's definitely a bot. Because the name and combination are like literally the same. And I've seen that name pop up so many times, like it's followed Uzbek. Uzbek? However you pronounce this. Yeah, no, it's definitely a bot. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
I'm not gonna mess with the banning right now because I'm playing Tales of Arise, but also I don't know if I can do it because they're not in the viewer section or they haven't said anything in chat. So I don't know, and I don't feel like figuring it out right now. These chickens had just laid their eggs, and those damn Bright Eyes, they took every last egg. They couldn't spare a single one. Those damn Bright Eyes. I hope those armored soldiers don't stick around here either, and they leave like they did in Molsgul. How do you pronounce that? Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks that the Crimson Crows caused that. Yo, I think Zestiria started this. It has like a little darken thing for every NPC you talk to. That's really neat. So like you can keep track of what NPCs you haven't talked to and all. Bro, what happened to you? Ugh, your brother bit off more than he could chew. It's no use, I can't take off those bright eyes. Oh, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, huh? That's right. Interesting. I didn't expect it to be the only one in Iron Mask of all people. Wow, anyone, there's a lot I probably need to fill you in on. Is there anything you want to know? Sure, what's the situation? Our friends have made it back from the old Zion mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out alive. We have to make sure their sacrifice won't be in vain. Is there anything else you want to know? This is Ulzebek. It's Danon Enclave, like plenty of others in the realm. Like, unlike Mosgul, which is mainly a mining area, this mostly produces food and other daily essentials. Alright. Peace out. Back to looking around. Yo, cropping? Do I get the crop? That'd be neat. Harvest Moon. I played a Harvest Moon game. It wasn't my cup of tea. So I've been thinking of joining up with the Crimson Crows. You with them? But what can you do? Your body is so weak. I can still fight. I have to. It's for our kids to give them a future. You gotta understand. I know, but... just make sure after stream we put out chat into emote only mode, just in case. I don't really get what you mean. What's emote only mode? The wastelands ahead are inhabited by nothing but Zugals for miles. If you don't have business out there, I want business out there though. Come on, game. Hi. Anything in here? Oh, it's a ladder. Okay. Sounds like there's a bit of ruckus close by. Did something happen? I don't know what's going on around here. Look, long as it don't make my life harder though. I don't give a hoot. Been a long and hard struggle making it to this age as it is. My creaky old body can't take much more. Dude, the environments in this game definitely look really good. I love it. The road over there leads to the Iglia Waste. You won't find any Renins since it's all just ruins and abandoned villages, but it's crawling with stray Zugals, so be careful if you go there. We're not going to make it a mission to talk to every single NPC, by the way, because this isn't really like a game where NPC dialogue is focused on, but I will talk to some. Well, I lived in Calaglia all my life, so I'd like to think I could take a little heat, but this is really pushing it. That's why I gotta stay hydrated, can't afford to collapse from heat stroke while looking out for Renins. Seemed like there was a big commotion earlier, so I decided to hide in here and wait. You think it's finally safe for me to come out? Oh, it's cool, dude. Don't worry about it. We gotta go stay vigilant for signs of armored soldiers. We can't have a repeat of what happened in the old Zion mines. That would be disastrous. Disasterific. Let's just go back down. Yo, I see some materials over there. I'm coming. Alley-oop. There we go. Apple gel, nice. Oh, come on.